Hello, the Coastal and Heartland National Estuary Partnership is proud to share this video update of our work to support Highland County's water and wildlife protection efforts. First, just a little bit about the CHNEP for those of you who may not be familiar with us. We were formed in 1995 when Congress designated estuaries in their watersheds from Donna Bay to Estero Bay in Southwest Florida as estuaries of national significance. And as a result, we were folded into the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency's National Estuary Program. As you can see on this map, we are one of 4 National Estuary Program organizations in Florida and one of 28 in the United States. As such, we receive annual federal funding from Congress to assist in the protection and restoration of water resources and wildlife habitat in the CHNEP area. The CHNEP area encompasses more than 5,000 square miles, including 10 counties and 25 plus cities. Highlands County sits in the upper eastern portion of our service area outlined here. The CHNEP exemplifies the power of partnerships as a private-public partnership that is science and consensus-based, non-regulatory, and citizen-supported. Because of private and non-federal governmental contributions, volunteers, and donated in-kind services, we've been able to provide $19 worth of restoration for every federal dollar we receive. We greatly appreciate Highland County's continued active participation in the partnership. All of the work the CHNEP undertakes supports the Collective Comprehensive Conservation and Management Plan, otherwise known as the CCMP, the 5-year organizational strategic plan collectively drafted by all of our partners. The CCMP has 4 priority action areas: water quality improvement, hydrological restoration, fish, wildlife, and habitat protection, and public engagement. You should have received a mailed copy of this coffee table style book, but please feel free to let us know if you'd like additional copies. And it is also electronically available on the chnep.org website. It's an excellent resource and reference on the natural resources and resource management needs in our region. CHNEP is working to serve Highland County's needs and to meet its goals, with numerous Highland County's 2030 comprehensive plan objectives and policies aligning with the CHNEP CCMP. CHNEP is aiding Highland's goal to protect groundwater resources and aquifer recharge areas. CHNEP supports comprehensive and coordinated water quality monitoring and projects and programs that reduce pollutants entering our waterways. One such project that the CHNEP funds annually is to collect all publicly accessible water quality data and put it on a public website called the CHNEP Water Atlas. This website has analytical tools and other resources that assist water managers and interested public stakeholders in accessing and interpreting information about local water quality conditions. The site is being continually upgraded and expanded and requires more than $50,000 a year to maintain. Additionally, CHNEP is working to aid Highlands' efforts to protect the natural functions of wetland systems and floodplains. CHNEP supports watershed planning and hydrological restoration that provides the appropriate water levels and flows for our natural systems. Another way the CHNEP works to protect wetlands and other environmentally sensitive lands has been to provide economic data showing the positive economic benefits of doing so. This past year, CHNEP contracted economists to complete an in-depth study to determine the economic value of natural resource protection and management in the CHNEP area. They collected and analyzed copious amounts of economic data across multiple sectors to tease out only those that were directly tied to natural resources, and they determined that the natural resources in the CHNEP area total more than $13.6 billion in economic output annually, generate $3.8 billion in regional income, and $146 million in local and state tax revenues. This in turn supports 148,000 jobs. The economic study also divided the total results into the separate water basins in the CHNEP. For the Peace River Basin, which includes portions of Highlands and of several other counties, illustrated in dark green in this map, the primary economic sectors are tourism and agriculture. The natural resource protection and restoration projects in the Peace River Basin generate $3.24 billion in economic benefits annually, and $402 million in property value premiums, $1.49 billion in agriculture production, and $2.3 billion in recreational spending. Finally, the CHNEP is aiding Highlands' efforts to protect conservation lands and threatened and endangered species. CHNEP supports the protection and management of critical natural habitats. CHNEP recently hired a team of environmental experts to create a master habitat restoration needs plan for the region, which compiles all existing habitat plans and integrates climate science on habitat migration to identify areas needed to preserve important wildlife habitat. The private habitat preservation conservation opportunities outlined in blue, when combined with the existing public management restoration areas outlined in green on this map, illustrate the landscape level habitat corridors and areas needed to sustain our native wildlife and endangered species for generations to come. Zooming into the Peace River Basin, you can see in the left map all the privately owned preservation conservation opportunities important for wildlife, including along the floodplains of the Peace River. Some of these areas are in active agriculture production, which will remain suitable to stay in production with conservation easements. On the right map are publicly owned lands, with roughly a quarter of those being non-native land cover suitable for restoration to enhance their habitat value. Finally, Highlands' participation in the CHNEP is essential for us understanding how to best serve your needs. We have 4 committees: the Policy Committee of appointed agency officials and elected leaders, the Management Committee of staff directors and lead staff, the Citizens Advisory Committee of community leaders, and the Technical Advisory Committee of technical staff and scientists. Each of these committees meets 3 times a year, and currently Highlands is represented both on our policy and management committees. However, we are looking for representatives from Highlands County for the Technical Advisory and Citizen Advisory Committees. So if you know of any staff or community leaders that would be interested in joining these committees, please let us know. Thank you to Highlands County for being a continued partner in the Coastal and Heartland National Estuary Partnership. If you'd like to discuss us further, please feel free to contact me directly, Jennifer Hepper, Executive Director of the CHNEP, or you can reach out through email or go to our website, chnep.org, for more information. Thank you.